Hey everyone, what's up? So this dream I had was like a Black Ops 2 map. I don't know if you remember, it's like a desert and it's in a desert area and like it's all covered in sand and that stuff and like there's a hotel in the middle and in the middle it's the hallways all covered in sand. Well, we're having a battle in there, but it was like I was Indiana Jones because I had a whip and I was like swinging all around the area on the chandelier. It was like Black Ops 2 map. I remember Q Girl 3 trying to steal a pink purple glowing stone from me as the walls collapsed with snakes falling everywhere. Yeah, that was crazy. So like I'm swinging around everywhere and I'm trying to protect this like stone that's in the middle and that stuff. Like there's this like what it says, a glowing purple stone. So I guess it's like some kind of like marble shit or something like that. But what happened is that some chick's trying to steal the stone. I'm swinging on antenna. She's like ninjaing, like going prone, hiding behind like walls and shit. And then all of a sudden, like, she gets the stone and that stuff, and I'm trying to chase her and that stuff. And all of a sudden, snakes just start falling from the ceiling, like, everywhere, dude. And it was like, what? I don't know if they're venomous or not, but it's just real snakes and they're just falling from the ceiling. And I'm trying to chase this chick, that's in this hotel that's in Black Ops 2, which is a desert hotel, and we're in the middle. And there's a diving board outside. The swimming pool that's covered in sand. But that's the end of that dream. And then I had this zombie dream. That started in like a hotel that was in a dead end floor. Like there was nowhere else to go except this hallway that you had to walk through. And it started with a red light flashing and that stuff. So we're in like the dark and that stuff. We can see a window and the window's kind of dark, but it's just a glowing, flashing red light and that stuff. But I think we're in Tokyo, but we'll get to that in a moment and I'll explain why. So we see a red light. So the red light's flashing, and then we killed some zombies. Like we had like wooden katanas. Yeah, we had like wooden katanas, and that's how we were able to like kill zombies. Like luckily it was only a couple, so we were able to like knock them down and just bash their brains in, and it got really bloody. I remember one dude, buddy was about to get bitten until he threw the zombie down. It's like the zombie broke through the glass and that stuff, and he like attacked him and that stuff, right? And he tried to grab him, and but somehow we did the same thing. We knocked the zombie down, and then we ended up bashing its brains in, which on the ground, which caused a lot of blood, which led a lot of gore on the floor. And then the entrance, like so the zombie came from the broken glass, which I said. So it left another room that we can go in, which is a conference room, and this room is unlocked, so we're able to get out of the hotel. That led to another conference room. Outside the conference room led to a hallway with two ways to go. And so after we end up out of the conference room and we open the door, we end up outside, and there's two ways you can go. There's elevators that you can take, which is what we have to take because it felt like a video game, so a campaign. Or you can go down a hallway where two zombies came and we beat the crap out of them again until we killed them. And then we ended up into this weird hallway section, and it was like kind of an Easter egg or something like that. Like what happened in the hallway where two more zombies came from the dead, and the end of the hallway weird. The hallway was weird. It was warped into like a Meow Wolf kind of hallway, like a spiral loop and that stuff, and like a Willy Wonka small door at the end and that stuff. So like the room warped into like square walls and that stuff, a square hallway, but it ended up into like this loopy like Dr. Seuss kind of world. It was kind of crazy. But it ended up to a dead end where there was a small door, like a Willy Wonka small door. But so like there was no place to go except to the elevators. So after taking the elevator down, it looked like a part of Tokyo. So this is why it looked like Tokyo. Besides using katanas, this is why it was a part of, like, it looked like we're at Tokyo because like it had like, because when we got to the main floor on the outside, the entrance, like there was like a bonsai garden like with a bridge over, and like we had to cross this bridge, and it was crazy because like all of a sudden like it was like a flashback happened of like a vision seeing like the past on how like the zombie outbreak actually started. And how the zombie outbreak actually started is there's a mother who's has an ill child, and she's running across the bridge, and it's like a packed city. Like there's people walking everywhere and this stuff. But she's trying to get to this bridge because I guess her daughter's sick and is dying or something like that. And she gets across to the bridge. As soon as she gets to the middle of it, all of a sudden her daughter turns and bites mother's neck. So like she dies and that stuff. And like she gets me, so like the kid mutates, bites the mom. Mom is like getting attacked, like mauled like a hamburger on the bridge, and all of a sudden there's like Tokyo, or what do you call it, citizens. All of a sudden they just start freaking out, dude. Like they just start running in chaos. Start running in chaos because they just witnessed a daughter just maul her freaking mother, and all of a sudden zombies just start attacking everywhere. So it's like kind of crazy. But back to the moment of a set of the flashback, we end up going back to the present where we're crossing the bridge, and there's like so many zombies on the bridge that we can't go there, so we have to jump off the bridge and we have to walk up these, like, because there's like a staircase to go up a place, but instead of taking the staircase we take the harder way, so we had to climb up these walls, like stacks of walls and that stuff, just to get to the tops, just so we don't have to deal with the zombies that can't pass us because they're being held back by the guardrails. So that's how we're able to pass them. But as soon as we got to the top, past the zombie outbreak, mother, son, daughter turned bitter and died. Well, since we ran across the bridge, oh yeah, and the crowd of people saw what happened. But now the president running across the exact bridge, we jump over platforms because the stairs had a horde. Yeah, so after we get to the top, basically the dream ends. But I'm just gonna read it till it says, of zombies not risking the chance to get to the attack. Yeah, so we jump over. So we're on the left side and we jump over walls. So instead of taking the stairs, we take the harder way up, just because we don't want to get bitten. And so it was like 10 high platforms, and went inside subway. We went inside the subway train. That's where it ended. We ended in a train where the dream ended. Yeah, that's where it says. Okay, so that's the end of that dream. So I'm gonna try to explain this one real quick. I had a dream that like my jail let me out in like the afternoon. I don't know why a jail releases me out in the afternoon, so I have to come back in the morning. So I went home to let my dogs out and that stuff, and I first had to walk. I walked with my cousins and that stuff. We're at my house, and the time they got into like my aunt's car, and like they said that they would be right back, almost hitting like my aunt's other car, and then they left me in the dust with the car door open. They were getting in the car and they left the door open, and it was like for me to tag along, but they left without me. It was like, bro, it's like, instead of put me in danger, why not just say you don't want to chill with me? But whatever, okay. It's simple as that. Just say you don't want to chill with me. Don't like scram with the door open. Anyways, I went home, let my dogs out, and started playing with coyotes, but were wolves. I don't know why I'm playing with coyotes or wolves outside my house. They were a bunch of wolves, and they tried to bite me. They were trying to bite me. So, like, I fought them off. So, like, I'm getting bitten by coyotes. And, yeah, then all of a sudden a friend FaceTimes me. I'm fighting off coyotes while a friend FaceTimes me in his new RV with his girlfriend and that stuff, who's eating and smoking a joint, like, both of them. And, like, they're having a good time. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm fighting fucking wolves, dude. Can't you see? And, like, you just hear growling and stuff in the background. So wolves are chewing on my arm, and I yell at my dogs to get back inside because, they're wolves, and, aren't friends, and they're bigger than them. So I told them to get back inside. So my dogs are pusses, dude. In my dream, even they are wusses. So they go inside, and they stay inside, and they like close the door somehow. I don't know how they do that, and they just look at the window, and they see me just doing that, and all they do is just bark. They bark, and that's it. Let's see, Henry and Serena came. I thought I had 4 dogs. I thought I had 4 dogs because I saw another dog that was a friend's dog that was there. I told the dog to leave. I'm like, go home. Because, even though I was being attacked by dogs, or not dogs, wolves. I'm being attacked by wolves. And like, the wolves are still chewing on me. I pushed one off my porch, breaking its left leg. So one of them, I pushed it off the porch, and I broke its leg, falling off. Then all of a sudden, like, a buff black dude came, like, I don't know why, like, all of a sudden, like, a black dude comes out of nowhere, and I guess he's the owner of, like, the horde of wolves and that stuff, and like that were going to kill me, and I ran inside and closed the screen door, and as soon as I opened it, I poked him with a broom. So this guy's trying to kill me because I basically broke his dog's left leg, or wolf's like leg, and he poked him hard with like some brooms because he's at my door. I open my door, I poke him with brooms and that stuff, and he falls off the porch, and then I beat the crap out of him with the broom. I don't know why I'm always beating the crap out of people with brooms, dude, but that's just what I do in my dreams. So it climbed on her, yeah, and that's pretty much it. And it says there's more of that dream, but that's pretty much all that I wrote in this paper, so I can't really explain anything else. But until next time, thank you for listening. Peace.